I didn't think this would take the internet by storm. I'm going to be completely honest. I did not think something this crazy would ever happen in a million years at something of this scale. I'll be genuinely honest. I never thought something like this would ever happen, whether it comes to the news, whether it comes to the internet showing off funny stuff on Twitter or Facebook, on YouTube, whatever, or just in general. Like I never could have imagined Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars. So, pretty much, if you guys haven't heard by now, at this point, it's taken the internet by storm. Literally a couple hours after the Oscars happened on Sunday night. I believe that's when it took place. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, the Oscars took place on Sunday night on March 27th on a Sunday. So that's when they were announcing all the Academy stuff. Personally, I never watched the Academy stuff and all that stuff when it comes to Oscars because I'll be honest, I don't really care about that much. But if something wild like this happens, then yeah, I'm probably going to make a video on it explaining and giving my thoughts and opinions on it. So apparently during Sunday night they were giving out the Oscars and they were giving out awards, and Will Smith got an award for Best Actor for all the movies he has done. Personally, I'm a fan of Will Smith and I like all the acting he's done. He's been in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Personally, I think it's a pretty good series, in my opinion, on Netflix. It might be on Disney Plus as well. I could be wrong, but I digress. Anyway, Will Smith won the award for Best Actor at the Academy, or not Academy. He got an Oscar for it. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But uh, let me get to the point. Will Smith apparently slapped Chris Rock in the face because what happened was Chris Rock is a comedian and he decided to make fun of his wife. I think he made a GI Joe reference with the way that his wife's hair was. For the record, Chris Rock did make fun of Will Smith's wife in front of a live audience, and he made a GI Joe reference with her hair. Personally, I do not think making fun of people is the best thing to do. But what's kind of crazy even more is the fact that Will Smith got up on stage and literally bitch slapped Chris Rock right in the face, not only in front of millions of people at the Oscars, but he also slapped people watching from home. So Will Smith got on stage and slapped the daylights out of Chris Rock into next week on live television that's been broadcasted around the entire world, if I may add. And this is, like, I don't want to say earth shattering in a way because a lot of people are talking about it, and it's not like crazy in terms of like earth shattering, like the world's gonna blow up. No, it's just like crazy earth shattering in terms of like, oh my god, I can't believe this actually happened. Like, it's crazy, that kind of earth shattering, if you know what I mean. So, personally, I want to give my thoughts and opinions on this entire little thing. And I want to know what you guys actually think of this situation. Some people thought this was actually staged. Some people thought this actually happened. Well, I mean, to be dead serious, of course it happened. It wasn't like a staged thing. It was an actual thing. So, I do want to say personally, you should never make fun of people and you should never slap people for saying something stupid, especially if you're at one of like the highest award academies of all time, like the Oscars for example. You should never do something like that. First of all, making fun of someone else's wife, it's just not acceptable. That's something you should never do in the first place. Because number one, it's mean. And number two, you should never do that in the first place. I mean, literally, why would you make fun of people? Now, the reasoning for my perspective, at least, is because I mean, Chris Rock is a comedian. I mean, he makes fun of people. I mean, that's literally what he does for his job. He's a comedian. And Smith and everyone, they laughed at first, but when Will Smith saw his wife not smiling, that's when he was like, "Oh shoot, that's not funny actually." So let me defend my I don't want to say honor, but let me defend my manhood, my manuality. Let me be manly about this and get on stage and slap Chris Rock for saying that. He, and pretty much that's what happened. He saw his wife. He did not thought it was funny. So Will Smith decided to bitch slap him. He decided to bitch slap Chris Rock in the face. And honestly, I don't think that was cool. I'm serious when I say this. That's not acceptable. Personally, from my perspective and my understanding, I don't think that's a good thing to do. And I mean, let's be honest for a second. Will Smith literally walked up on stage and committed assault on Chris Rock for slapping Bing and making fun of each other. Like what? Like Will Smith literally showed everyone that he committed assault on Chris Rock, and all because Chris Rock made fun of his wife. And apparently, the reason why he did that was because think Will Smith's wife has like a hair condition that involves balding. I forgot what the name of the condition was. Someone tell me in the comments what is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it involves balding, and I think she publicly announced it at one point where she was having that medical condition where she's balding, but she shaved her head for her like confidence reasons. And personally, I would understand. Like, I mean, losing your hair is not cool. I mean, even if it's a medical condition or not, I mean, we all lose our hair whether it comes to conditions or if it comes to old age. But it's definitely a confidence loss if you lose some of your hair. And I will admit, I feel bad for that. But I mean, I don't feel bad for Will Smith or Chris Rock at all because number one, Will Smith committed assault on stage in front of a live audience, and number two, Chris Rock made fun of Will Smith's wife, which personally, in my opinion, is not cool at all. I mean, personally, if I ever won something like that at the Oscars, personally, I never will. I'm just saying that right now, but let's just make an example. If I ever had my wife insulted in front of a live audience, I would get up on stage, but I would not bitch slap that person the next week. I would take the microphone and I would just say, hey man, that's not cool. You just don't make fun of other people like that, especially if they're family, because that's wrong, disrespectful, and you should honestly be ashamed of yourself. And here's the thing, if you were ever to make fun of someone else, how would you like it if they made fun of you or your wife? How would you like it if they made fun of you? Honestly, I think that would be the better way to handle it. I feel like that would be the better way to handle it. Just, you know what? If you make fun of my wife, I'm going to shame you for it publicly. I'm not going to slap you. I'm not going to defend. I'm not going to try to commit assault. No, I'm just going to point out what you do is wrong, and I'm going to publicly shame you for it by explaining to you in front of a live audience what you did was wrong. Wrong. And personally, I think that would be a much better way to handle it. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a gamer nerd. I mean, it is publicly embarrassing someone a better choice? Not really, but I mean, it's a lot better than slapping Chris Rock in the face. And honestly, both of them should be ashamed of themselves. And apparently, from what people are saying online, is Will Smith could have his Oscar revoked for the incident. Now, personally, I don't think that's a good thing because I mean, Will Smith he won that award. He won that Oscar. I mean, he deserves the Oscar, but I mean, he did commit assault, but then again, I'm not an expert in all this, so I really wouldn't know fully. I'm not someone that works at the academy. I'm not, but then again, at the end of the day, man, like it's just a bunch of things that can easily be settled, and we don't need people embarrassing each other in front of a live audience. Now, once again, I do want to say slapping people in the face, that's not acceptable. If I was in that position, once again, I would just get up there, grab the mic and say, "Hey, that crap is not acceptable. You should be ashamed of yourself." health. And I would appreciate it if you did not make that joke again, because not only did you embarrass me and my wife, but you're making yourself uncomfortable and you look like a clown in front of everyone because you made an unacceptable insult towards my wife. Honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself, and I would expect an apology, and I would appreciate it if you did apologize and we can leave this behind us. I feel like that would be a better way to handle this. I feel like that would be the best way to handle it. But honestly, it's kind of sad that it's gotten to this point, but we're here. So this is just embarrassing for everyone. So, with that being said, thank you guys all for listening. Let me know what you think about this down below. And until next time, you guys, I'm not going on stage and slapping people for no reason. And I'll see you all later.